Hi. So how do I enjoy the buffet of life? You know, I don't always go to the buffet and have preset expectations about what I want.
That's the rub right there. Be pickier in advance.
Be pickier in advance?
Someone said the other day, how do I get rid of doubt? And we said, before it comes. Because once it's there, there's momentum, and it's harder to let go of it. But if you do your preliminary work, and you keep doing your preliminary work, you just keep clearing what's coming, and your anticipation gets clear, and things are more fun.
So with all of the possibilities in life, just like with the buffet, it's really being clear on what you want going in and setting that expectation.
Well, you see, here's the thing about your question that we are appreciating so much. You've already been clear about what you want because you've been step one-ing it and put it into the vortex. So there is no confusion about what you want. That clarity exists. What you're looking for, you're wanting to find your own clarity. How about that? How about putting it into that context? You've already defined through life what you want. When someone's rude, you know you don't like that. You prefer people that are nicer. In other words, when you don't have enough of something like money, you know you want more. When you feel boxed in, you want to be out. In other words, contrast has helped you to define, and those were very general, bulky statements, but you've defined incrementally and specifically. And that clarity exists, and Source stands right smack dab in the middle of that vibrational reality, knowing your clarity. Not just knowing it, being your clarity. Not just knowing and being it, but emanating your clarity. And so your work all the time is just to find it. But you have to find the clarity in general terms. This is what we were talking about earlier. If you can find clarity in general terms, law of attraction will bring that general clarity into more specific clarity, and that's what you think you're looking for. In other words, that's that fast-moving clarity that has no resistance in it. Do you follow that?
Yeah, you know, I guess my concern is, you know, if I'm focused on something so intently that I might not be open to other possibilities that could ultimately get me where I want to.
But the thing is, it's what we were saying earlier. If you're focused upon the essence of why you want what you want, you're open to every possibility that could satisfy that essence. In other words, when you start doing this vibrational work, that's really one of the great advantages of approaching this in a vibrational way, which means approach it in an emotional way, is that once you find anything that gives you that mood or that feeling of high-flying, light-hearted, positive expectation, only things that match those frequencies will come to you. But when we say only those things that match those frequencies will come to you, oh, there's a plethora of them. You will not be bored, and you will not miss anything.
Great, thank you.
Everything that you want will come, and more than you can currently define. So let's put it to you this way. Let's say that you started out really generally in the morning before any doubt came, and you focused generally on feeling good and found it. And now momentum is increasing because law of attraction always causes momentum to increase no matter what the content of your vibration is. So it's increasing positively. And now you're beginning to just feel more lighthearted. You're beginning to feel eagerness. You don't have one legitimate explanation for why you feel this way. You just do. You feel lighthearted and you feel eager, and because that's the mood that you have allowed to increase momentum, now ideas are flowing to you, and they are ideas that will support this vibration that you've established. And the ideas that will support this vibration that you've established will flow from your vortex where all of those details are. And so the endless. You'll find yourself just saying, you guys are so good. You'll find yourself talking to the fairies of the universe, talking to whoever it is, those unseen thinkers and focusers on and holders of the vision and holders of the vibration and perpetuators of the energy and knowers of your worthiness and knowers of your value, just focused upon you so precisely and so continuously that when you create a little openness in your path of least resistance, it moves right in. That's what those ideas are like. You create those opennesses in your paths of least resistance, which means you're just in a happy mood with no logical reason for it. And then the ideas and the circumstances and the conditions just begin occurring to you, you see. Can you feel the difference? We've got this squared away where you're finally understanding what deliberate creation really is. It's not about finding a condition and even using it as a target or a goal to accomplish. It's about accomplishing a state of allowing of who you really are to emanate, knowing that law of attraction will get that momentum going. Ooh. So these are the words that are helpful for you to hone in on and keep active in your vibration. Trajectory, really good word, which just means intentionality. Intention from non-physical was the trajectory that we were talking about. And now you're continuing the trajectory. And the contrast is a big player in expressing that trajectory. Mm-hmm. And then you sniffing out the trail of that trajectory. The word momentum is so important, both to the subject of trajectory and to the subject of law of attraction. Because law of attraction says that which is likened to itself is drawn. And that's why momentum becomes more. And so whatever you're focused upon, law of attraction brings more of it, and that's what constitutes the trajectory. So when in this moment you establish a contradictory trajectory to the one that you've set into motion and that you've been adding to that's already established in your vortex, that's when things start feeling squirrely to you. You following? You're understanding this, aren't you? So we're eager for you to find ways to put it into more practical terms. In other words, it's one thing to know about vibration and about law of attraction. It's nice to ponder concepts, but isn't it delicious when you're not just pondering the concepts, you're understanding them. And you are the receiver of the inspiration, because law of attraction is bringing the bigger and bigger momentum to the trajectory that you have set into motion. That's when life really feels good. That was a mouthful of words, and you heard every one of them, didn't you? You got that. You got that. So now what? Let's make it practical.
Well, I think that's great. Everything you just said.
Yeah. So you wake up in the morning and you acknowledge, this is the easiest time for me to get the momentum started in the way I mean for it to, because while I slept, the momentum stopped. Hear that. Know that. Say that to yourself every morning. Now, I could pick up things I was worried about before, and I could activate them again. Or I could just keep this momentum going. So, what does it feel like to not be thinking about all the things that you were thinking about yesterday? Feels a little disorienting at first, on the first day.
It's like walking into the buffet.
Well, let's explore that a little bit.
With
it's
all
like
the
walking
possibilities.
it's like walking to the buffet, but it's a more limited buffet that has more likelihood of pleasing me. In other words, if the buffet is vast, it might have more opportunity to please me, but it might have more opportunity to displease me. Let's say, for sake of this example, there's more momentum in the larger buffet. Yes? So if you're starting out, you're still just in your bed, and you're not reaching far into yesterday, you're not planning too far into today. Your intention is what? Your intention is to find anything that feels good and just bask in it long enough bask in it with the explicit intention of law of attraction taking hold of it and increasing the momentum. So it's just a matter of finding anything to appreciate. Mm-hmm. And we would say, find something easy. Your pillow, the comfort of your bed, the comfort of the room, the ambiance of the room, the energy of the room. You might not even want to reach to the person who's with you, if there is one, because that has the potential of bringing yesterday up. You want to start easy. You want to start easy and just stay there until what? Stay there until what? This is good. Stay there until what? All right. So and what happened when you consciously acknowledged an emotion of feeling good? A manifestation happened. A manifestation happened. And if a manifestation happened, if you have conscious awareness that something happened, then what else is that telling you? Momentum is ensuing. Momentum has begun. Momentum has begun. Manifestations are happening. So now can you stay there longer and just, what would be the most beneficial then mental stance to take? To reach for another thought? No, that's not your work. That's off the track. That's not utilizing this moment in the way that we are encouraging you, where the momentum will increase if you just stay there. So what's the logical way of perpetuating or allowing the perpetuation of? Did you hear the distinction? Not you perpetuating. You allowing the perpetuation of more movement, more energy, more inspiration.
Build the momentum.
So appreciation of, soft appreciation of the momentum that's already there. Soft appreciation of the emotion that you're feeling. It feels good to feel good, you could say. It feels good to feel good. I like feeling like this. I like the ease of lying here. I like how wise I am to allow myself this moment. It's really smart of me to lie here and get off on the right foot today. I love knowing about law of attraction. I love the concept of momentum. I love knowing the well-being that surrounds me. I have so much well-being in my life. Now you're branching out a little more. I have so much well-being in my life. Now about the time that friends, these thoughts are being inspired to you. These thoughts are being inspired to you. It feels to you like Esther is speaking them, and therefore like we are thinking them. But these thoughts are being inspired by the collective consciousness of those of us who are having this conversation here together. Can you sort of kind of get that? What we really want you to find in this conversation is that the thoughts that are occurring are momentum of vibration that you've already established. We promise you that if you can start with a vibration that isn't contested, which means it's a vibration that feels good to you while you feel it, that it will expand into more and more momentum, and it will eventually lead you right to your vortex where everything, with every detail that you've been establishing, is. But in the meantime, let's just be where we are and feel the momentum of it. So in very practical terms, I've just decided that I'm going to lie here until I feel the inspiration to do something different. How about that? I'm just going to lie here until I feel the inspiration to do something different. And then, all of a sudden, you want up. You want out. You want out of this. Something's on your mind. Something's on your mind to experience, you see. You might have an impulse to call someone. You might have an impulse to eat something. You might have an impulse to take care of something. But impulses will come to you. And what you will notice, first day, you might not even make it till breakfast. First day, you might not even get out of bed until things aren't working out very well. But by the time you're in the second and the third week of doing this, you'll feel the ease of the way your day is getting started. And because you've done that, now this is the most important part of that, because you have done this deliberately, you've established these criteria for yourself. You're making a statement to yourself and to the universe at large, but mostly to yourself. I want to feel good today, and I mean to feel good today. It's an intention that is part of the trajectory that was established before you came into this physical experience. So by finding this general decision to feel good today, you've dovetailed with the trajectory that you were born with. Oh, that's big momentum, you see. I intend to feel good. Today, no matter where I'm going and no matter what I'm doing and no matter who I'm doing it with, it is my dominant intent to find things that I'm wanting to see. Inspiration that comes from this vibration of alignment and well-being.
But it is piece by piece, like picking that chicken wing up at the buffet, making every decision on my path during the day, each incremental decision, the positive things that are going to make me really carry that momentum throughout my day.
But the thing is, this is the distinction that we want you to hear. By doing that preliminary work and establishing your vibrational climate, all of that that you just said just now will
flows.
It will be inspired. In other words, feel the difference between I'm going to make the decision and I'm going to receive the decision. I'm going to feel my decision. I'm going to know what to do. I'm going to be inspired to the thought, word, and deed. Because you keep thinking that we're trying to teach you a process so you can get over there. We're trying to bring over there over here. Because what's over there is feeling smart, feeling empowered, feeling sure-footed, feeling vital and alive, feeling relevant, feeling happy, feeling joyful, feeling helpful, feeling uplifted, feeling brilliant, feeling tuned in, feeling the extension of Source, feeling co-creative partnership with Source, feeling adventure, feeling knowing. In other words, adventure and security coupled together. Ooh, what a delicious moment in time that is, you say. Yeah. We know we're out there a bit. We know that we really pushed the limits of your willingness to stay with us on this pursuit of vibrational understanding. But you got there. You did. You got there. And what's going to surprise you, what is surprising you, is how simple the practical method is in order to tap you in to the genius and the brilliance and the expansion that you thought would require so much more. The PhD of deliberate creation lies in how willing you are to get off on the right foot vibrationally every day. Esther said to us after she'd been into this a while, because we kept saying to her, well, there's always tomorrow, which was really annoying to her because she has books and books that we've written with processes about what to do when you're finding some negative emotion. And she said, Abraham, I refuse to accept that I have to wait until tomorrow to feel better. Well, isn't that a clear moment? Isn't that a step 4 moment? Isn't that I'm not going to be mad at myself anymore about this negative situation that I've created? And now what? Now where will I go from here, you see?
Yep.
Yeah, really good. Really good conversation. Something
Great,
more?
thank you. No, that's good. Thank you.